So it is a Tuesday night and we have some big tournaments on the go. We've got a lot of big tournaments on GG Poker. We have got the 215, which we've already over 3x starting stack. And then we have the 1K Tuesday Classic. This is the big one. This is the one with the big prize money. So hopefully we can get a deep run going in this. Okay, with the 5-4 suited, if he opens, I might still just flat this one. Yeah, we're going to flat, but there's no benefit in raising this one. If he was like 100 bigs deep or something, then perhaps we'd be raising. I'm actually going to put in a raise here. It might just be one where I end up checking on turn though. We'll have to assess that, but I think we've got enough like backdoor equity and stuff here. And yeah, we take it down. Okay, ace-jack suited, we're going to raise this one up. I had a hand with this guy earlier and he is an absolute spew machine. We get a shove from one of the shorter stacks. To be honest, like, I'm just calling this guy is just an absolute machine. Eights, okay, he's got a stronger hand than I expected. We're actually in really good shape here. Yes, let's go. Come on. Right, 8 or 10. It's not an 8 at least, so yes, a 2, so 75, 50. Nice, we are really cooking up. That might actually be a chip lead pot, that one. Yeah, so we're up to second in chips now. Come on. Hopefully we can get a big run going. Unfortunately, it's not one of the bigger tournaments that we're in, but nevertheless, you know, it's still easily over 10k for first in this one. Probably actually more. I think it's more like 12, 15k for first, so still be a nice tournament to get a deep run going in. King 10, we're going to check this one. We're just going to check this one back with the king. Okay, we've got a gut shot. If he bets turn, we were still cool. Can sometimes be ahead. Probably if they had like 10-4 or something, I'd start to be betting this one. But I think king 10, we're just going to check. Because he might still be checking over like some king 3, king 4, all those type hands himself. So I think like 10-5, 10-4 would be a better bet than 10 king here. Yeah, exactly. King 2, so that's why I didn't decide to bet this one. Kind of interesting spot here. I'm actually going to raise, and then I guess we still have to cool off, because either of these two can still just be ripping like their jacks, 10s, 9s, that we still are in very good shape. Ace queens, they're still probably going to rip in this spot. Just got to hope that we're not up against ace king. This isn't an ideal spot, like I don't like this. But unfortunately folding just wouldn't be great here. I think we still have to go with the ace queen. Yeah, especially when he rips the ace 5 suited. Nicholas, don't do it. Yes, come on. He does have a bit of run good, Nicholas, let's just say that. But he is also the absolute GOAT, so no discrediting him at all. But luckily we do hold this time against him. Okay, ace deuce, we're going to be calling against Nicholas, who opens. Probably I'm still supposed to call this flop. I don't know, actually I kind of like raise more, and then yeah, okay, we get it through, and then depending on the turn I would have continued barreling. Maybe not on the king, but yeah, we take it down anyway. Interesting spot also on this table. I think we've definitely got to go, yeah, I mean, of course we've got to go in for this. Wouldn't be surprised if this guy calls. It looks as though he's been pretty wild with his opens and calls. But yeah, I mean, like, easily ace queen, we're going in for the bounty. Ace king. Okay, very unfortunate to run into ace king in this spot. We just unfortunately bump into the top of his range here. And it's not a queen because it's green, but not a huge pot. We're still sat on 500k, so 5x starting stack. Still in a good position to push on in this tournament. Okay, so we've got kings, raising this one up. Nice position versus the button. It's not the flop you want to see. We're going to start off very small, just go for a 10% sizing with the kings here. I may actually go for a 10% sizing again on the turn. I don't like this at all. This has kind of been a pretty unfortunate run out for the kings. We're just going to check now, and I mean, it's probably not a lot that we beat, but let's hope he checks back. What is he bluffing here if he bets river? I really don't think he has a lot that he's going to bluff with on like a ace 9 4 flop and diamonds connects. I don't really think I'm going to call any sizings here on the river. Even small sizings, I just think is going to be just full of ace-x. Yeah, I'm not calling. There's just nothing we really beat. So yeah, unfortunate one, but whatever. So this guy shoves off 7 bigs, 125 bounty. Please. I mean, I think it's going to be unlikely we manage to get C folds from everyone, but it would be nice. We've just got to fade the Zugly shove. And we get a free chance at 125 bounty. And he's got Jack 8. Come on. Yes, and we hit the 9 and no backdoor clubs. Come on, wrap it up. That's a big bounty as well, because that's starting bounty is $50. So yeah, we'll take the 125 in that spot. Let's go. Okay, now we've got queens. This guy sat on 25 bigs, which is nice. Happily call off shoves. Zugly's decides to get in on the action. We're going to raise this one up to 8. Wow, okay, I mean, we've got a guaranteed possible spot for a bounty. Nice. Ace king. We got the classic flip. We're holding. We're still holding. Come on. We are really starting to cook up in this tournament now. $75 bounty. And we're going to be in in a good position now. 610,000. And ace king again. Really picking up some nice hands. I was tempted to kind of trap this one, given that there are some short stacks, but I prefer just raising with the ace king, I think. And we take it down. So we got queens again. This time in the big blind, and we get an under the gun open. I'm actually going to mix in a call. Usually I'd be raising this one. Really nice flop for the queens. Definitely going to be raising flop now. I mean, maybe against this sizing we just want to flat actually. So he goes quite large. He's going pot. This can still be like ace kings, ace queens, ace jacks. I'm just still going to flat here though. I'm going to be a little worried if he goes huge on this river. He checks. Yeah, ace jack. I guess it's kind of a shame we didn't raise now for value, but we played it fine, I think. So we get a call from Stevo. We've got the pocket 9s. So Brown Monday just raises. Probably 10s and above. I'm just ripping. I think I'm just going to put in a call with the 9s in position. Decent flop. If he bets flop and then like shoves turn, may have to get out of the way of this one. Okay, we've got extra outs now. I don't mind betting this one, but it's probably supposed to be a check here. Let's hope he hasn't spiked the queen on the river. Could be in a tricky spot if he just rips. The issue is he shouldn't be betting like his pocket 8s and below with this sizing. Guess it is a good call. Pablo Navarro, I seem to just be on every final table with him. He's a very good player, but yeah, he always seems to play well against me, run well against me. So it'd be nice to get the better of him at some point. Puts in a tiny raise. I'm just going to rip this one. I'm not even messing about. Like, if he has it, he's calling. If it's a bluff raise, he's just snap folding. How fast I call this, it isn't going to make a difference. Ace jack. Come on, let's hold. He runs so good against me. Green river, come on, just make it no sweat. Okay, it's not a jack, so win a nice little pot there. So I'm going to go 3x, and then he's unlikely to have too many shoves at this stack depth. He's probably more likely to raise smaller if he does. I'm going to check raise this one. So he checks it back. I think now we want to size up because he's still going to have some check backs with ace-x, in which case we want to be charging those. Get the fold. So I open up the 10-6. I just check back this flop because he's still going to call his pocket pairs. It wasn't a great flop for us. I'm going to start to bet this turn now. Likely we're still going to be ahead. We can still get calls from like his pocket 6s with a spade, all those type hands. Not a good river. Yeah. I mean, we called his hand pocket sixes, pocket eights with a spade that we were trying to get value from. Just got unlucky with the river. All right, we've got the ladies from under the gun, and we get a shove. Come on, this is a really big spot in this tournament, to be honest, because it's starting to get close to late reg closing. We're sat on 35 bigs. This takes us up to over 3x starting stack. Kings, what? How do we just run into kings here? Queen, come on. Oh, let's hold. 1Ks have not been overly nice to me, so it would be nice to win one. And yes, wow, to top it off, we hit the quads on the river, so it's nice to win one of those. Always feels good, always feels good. Okay. What a turn card. Going to go for about 80% on turn. We want to be betting this one because the thing is, once he checks back flop, he can have a lot of like jacks, 10s, 9s, all that sort of stuff, which is just going to check again on the turn. So we want to be getting value from those, and yeah, we take it down. So it looks as though he probably just had a hand that completely missed the flop. Okay, so we've got aces. I'm definitely trapping this one. Look at all these short stacks around. Not only do we not mind playing aces post flop anyway, and yeah, it is paid off. Hopefully we get a shove from Anthony. We do. Good stuff. Ace queen, ideal. Come on. So we win the main stack, which is the important thing. Just got to hold for the side pot. Yes, let's go. Pick up 2 bounties and a really nice pot there. Played that one perfectly. Okay, so ace king. I'm just going to rip this one. I don't think we need to raise this one smaller. I think just ripping is the best play. Off 20 bigs, you got no playability post flop really. Yeah, and then he calls ace jack. Right, let's fade the river, and then we pick up another bounty. Oh no. Gets there on the river. Tough one. Whatever. Okay, so here we open up the king jack. We get a small blind call. This is going to be some suited stuff, pocket pairs. And we get a big blind call. We are going to start betting. So more goats are just flats. I'm not going to go anything too overly crazy with the sizing. We're just going to go 3/4. We're probably going to see quite a lot of folds, even from like his pocket 8s and stuff like that. He's going to have a hard time calling this one. He can still have some Jack X. Yeah, see a fold. So this guy just limps. I'm going to like just raise this up to 3. Wow, okay, fly by shoves. I guess even if this guy goes all in, suited ace jack, we still call. 8s, that's what we want to see. Okay, we've got go out. Yes, and we just made the nuts on the turn. Come on, $50 bounty. All right, late reg should be closing very, very soon. Still sat in a nice position, and we've got ace king. So unfortunately, we're not getting any action. We are getting action. Queens, wow, big flip. Oh, brutal, just hitting on the flop like that. I mean, we're still sat in a nice position, but that would have been a good one to win. So we've got a lot of short stacks around. We may have to be risking a bit of our stack here. When I say a bit, it could only be a very little bit here if no one else shoves. I guess if either of these shove, I still have to call. Yeah, if Smilochov, whatever the hell his name is, shoves, then for sure I'm calling. In fact, it would probably be a decent situation if he does shove, because he's easily going to be shoving worse there. Right, let's hold. Got a fade. So queen, king, 10, ace. Let's go. Very small pot, but at this stage, every pot is important. If it folds, we shove the queen 10. If he shoves, then we fold. So he does fold. Nothing else to do here other than just shove the queen 10 off. Ideally, we want him folds in this spot. He calls. Ace 6. Come on, let's get there. Ugh. It's not good. Could do with winning one of those at some point. Okay, we got pocket sixes. 34. Yeah, I'm just going to call. Let's go. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, when he bets small, we're going to be raising this one up. He hasn't snap folded, which is promising. That turn card isn't really what I wanted to see. I think I'm just going to size up a little bit. Perhaps this is a little on the large size, actually. Pocket aces is certainly a possibility, but also ace jack is a possibility, which he should probably still snap off. These 1Ks, man, it's pretty tiring, the amount of setups I've had, to be honest. But it happens. We've still got this tournament, which we're doing very well in. It's just, yeah, really gutting to have a setup like that in the 1K. I mean, there's nothing you can do in that spot. Like, we still just had an easy shove with the sixes on the river, but yeah, it's a tough one to take, losing to the queen 10 like that. Okay, so we have made the money in this now. Not that making the money is huge, you know, it's $289, which isn't much more than the buy-in, but regardless, we're in a good position. We've picked up $500 in bounties so far, and we're still 13th. Okay, so this guy, this Brazilian guy calls, and it goes fold. So we get a double call. 2 Brazilians in the pot. We're just checking this one over. So he checks back. I may start to stab this one small now. This isn't great. This kind of looks a bit like a 4. I am still going to call with the 10 of diamonds, but if we don't hit the diamond on the river, then potentially may have to be folding out this one. He can still bet some draws, but it's not a spot that I'm loving. I don't really expect him to bet too many 8-6s. I'm just going to check back. Yeah, unfortunately jack 9, whatever. Okay, a6 suited will open. Not a great flop, still going to bet it. We hit the 6 now. I don't think betting this one is bad, but we're going to check back. Let's hope he's not got clubs. He should be raising quite a lot of his flush draws on flop. I don't think there's enough he bluffs with here. Yeah, I think we just fold. Not had too much in the way of good flops recently, kind of been drizzling away a bit, unfortunately. So it'd be nice to pick up a big pot again. Yeah, doesn't look like we are just yet. This is just getting ridiculous now. I've had no hands to show whatsoever, and I've not even played any hands. I've just been fold, because I have literally not picked up a hand in absolutely ages. Yeah, we see a shove from Matthew, as he should with most of his hands. Okay, ace 8 now. We've finally got potentially a hand we can go with, depending on the pre-flop action. If this guy shoves, then I'm probably just going to gamble in this spot, to be honest. The pay jumps are pretty small in this tournament, and yeah, we want a chance for some bounties and to improve our stack so we can actually start picking up bounties ourselves. Yeah, he does shove. Ideal. This is perfect spot. Regardless now of what happens, we're going to be all in. Yeah, there we go. You would think we should almost definitely be seeing a call from this guy. Like, he can call with any 2 here. Like, he's probably folding like 7 these off. Yeah, queen 7. Okay, we need an 8. Yeah, runner. So it's not looking good. Okay, a queen or 7 wouldn't go amiss. No, it's a 5. We're out. I mean, not being the best of days, $880, but unfortunately with the 1K, we are finishing down for the day. Unfortunately couldn't get a big run going today, but if you enjoyed it anyway, click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.